Arnie, this is the interview I've wanted to do for a long time, because you're what I reckon is going to be a new future superstar. He's a kid I watched in 2014 winning the youth ABA championships, and that year was a fantastic year because the lads that all went on and won that have all gone on to be very good professionals. And I think Ali was probably, Muhammed I should say, was probably one of the standout kids who you knew that when he made that transition from amateur to pro would make it with ease.
Yeah, he's I'd known him since he was like, well, how old did you when you started, Paul?
18.
18, but I've heard of him like a long time before that, but I've never seen him. And I come down and know how good Paul Butler was, or is, and I see him like how special he can be. So when his dad rang me and asked me that, I was over the moon, because I know how dedicated he is, and that's one of the main things with boxing. Like, I've had some like great fighters, I've trained them, and they are very, very good, but they didn't have the dedication like him. His dedication is like second to none, and for a prospect coming up, and that's all a trainer, a coach needs, like that skill factor, that hunger, drive to win, dedication, and he's got it in abundance.
Ali, when I first met you, I think you were winning the Northwest regional finals, and then I was fortunate that year for the national finals of the youth to be at Warden in Manchester, and I think we beat a kid called Clayton McFadden, I'm not sure where he was from. I think we stopped him in the third round, which is quite a common occurrence. You were one of those kids that I used to put a smile on my face. I knew I was going to enjoy watching you. You stood out because I was very surprised that you won and achieved as much as you did as an amateur, because you look like a pro. Even when you were a junior, you look like a pro. I think I remember watching the likes of Lyndon Arthur, Zelfa Barry, another kid called Danny Wright. All these kids were my tips that when they moved over to the pro ranks will be a real exciting addition and become legitimate champions. Now two of them already have. Danny Wright was unfortunate that through medical he couldn't continue his career. But you're one fight into your pro career. Yeah.
Like I'll just say with the amateur, like I've got pro style, but I feel like I don't take long to get going. I feel like from the soon that bell goes, I'm on it. A lot of pressure fighters that take like 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds to get into it. But I'm always just setting bottom straight away. You
are a demon.
Yeah, I feel like it's just the way I train. I don't take my time. Like, I don't warm up into the rounds. From round 1, it's the same pace as round 12. Like Arnie will tell you. Like.
Well, see here, just in the small little session you've done there, it was a little bit of strength and conditioning, and straight onto the pads, and then finish off.
I feel like you shouldn't pace yourself. Like everyone says, smart training, this and that. Everyone's got their own methods. I probably work for them, but like the way I train just works for me. I've done it all like for the 10, 12 years, and it's worked so far for me. So.
And you know, when I talk to you, you're a very confident lad. Yeah. You're confident for the right reasons, because like I said, after you won that youth championships, you when it was being picked up by England and then fought all over the world for England, GB, won major medals in every major title out there, and ended up finishing off in the Olympics.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm confident because I know I train hard. Like I feel like in my head I feel like I train harder than anyone else. And my dad makes sure of it. Like I'm not one of them like I'm tired and I'm not tired. Like I'm always like gassing out and training as hard as I can, and I'm always pushing it. So then when I'm in the ring, I'm like, yeah, I can beat anyone.
Arnie, he's been with you what, 2 months now?
Yeah, 2 months.
And as you said, the connection was when he was a young amateur.
Yeah.
He come down and inspired with Bob Butler. So was it a surprise to you when he turned up here? Because realistically, a talent like Howard could go into any gym in the country.
Could go anywhere around the world, and any gym and everything. But I was really pleased. I was speaking to Danish, his brother, and he said like with a train, and Ali, and we got like talking there, and I said, definitely. And I got talking to his dad, he come down, we met, and we hit it off straight away.
Do you see any resemblance to him and your old pal Ricky Allen? Because they're both similar.
No, Ricky was very, very good fighter, like superb, you know how good Ricky was. And this will sound, if people are watching this will sound like a bit stupid because he's only in one fight, but he's a better fighter than Ricky because he can do it all. He can put things, he can go on his back foot. Ricky could go on his. The guy is, I don't want to blow too much smoke with him, but if he keeps his feet on the ground, he'll be untouchable.
Do you believe, as many of the former GB boys have done, do you think he could move really quick and within inside 10 fights he could be a legitimate champion?
Inside 3 fights. Yeah, that's what I believe. I've had inspiring good guys. I know how good he is myself. I know he's got that great determination. He's got the jaw for it. We need to, I think, like Frank and Francis and that, Francis 1 and Frank 1, they know how to promote people, how to manage people. But as a trainer, in Britain, at a featherweight, there's no disrespect to anybody, but I can't see it being much of a problem when he's in a 12-round fight with him. I'd put, say, have this fight coming up, have this 6-rounder, then I'd put him with anybody in Britain. That's like even world level.
So you think he could do Lomachenko? Because I think it was Lomachenko's second fight for the world title, didn't he?
Yeah, but that like is a bit like rushed on about. That's like Lomachenko, and he lost it, but yeah, he should have won it. Yeah, but I'd like him to.
I feel like halfway through next year, like I'll have a British title.
Yeah,
that's what I'm aiming for.
Halfway through next year, definitely British title. But I know how good he can be, and it's hard for someone to, when you can see it there, it's hard for someone to like hold you back. But we've got to, because he could beat some champions right now, more world champions right now. But then is he like
ready for the elite world
ready
champions?
For the top ones? You know, like that 12-round level. He is for that 6, 8, probably 10. Like, but when you get these ardent pros, is he ready for that yet? And we've got to see that. I think he is, but he's had one fight. So.
I know this sounds rash and everything, what we're talking, and people are probably not going to believe it, but I've watched a lot full of loads of craze, but he's the one kid that has excited me, and I've really been looking forward to him kicking over, and I think without a doubt next Britain's next superstar.
Well, he's sparred some, I really think he's the next superstar. He's sparred some great fighters, you know, like Josh Warrington, Terry Flanagan sparred a while back. He's sparred them all, haven't you, really?
Mir Khan, Kid
Gallard, he's sparred them all, and he knows himself, he can handle himself in that company, even though they quite a few of them are a lot heavier than him as well. But
I feel like because we're open weights as well, because we sparring a few middleweights as well.
Yeah.
Like taking their best shots, so like quite easy to move up.
So definitely making sure you're well prepared.
Yeah.
He's the thing is, Seljuk, I wouldn't have liked him to spar these big guys, because these big guys can't handle the stuff, but can't get no sparring for him, so he's got these big guys.
So if I'm speaking to you in, let's say, 12 months time, Ahmed, where do you want to be?
I don't know, but I'd definitely like a British title next one.
That's ridiculously quick, because you made your debut, was it in February? We've been locked down for almost 6 months now. You've got a date, haven't you? You've got a date in November, is it?
No, end of October.
End of October?
Yeah,
where's that at?
I'm not probably in BT Studio.
Yeah, BT Studio.
I'm not sure.
And you're stepping up from 4 to 6.
Yeah, 4 to
so
6.
You're doing what a lot of the top GB boys do.
Yeah.
And like I said, a lot of these top GB boys have, it seems to be the lucky number is 8 8 seems to be in the 8th fight they're picking up by the whether it's a British or a Commonwealth, or whether it's one of these you know, WBC international titles. So you feel you could be one of them?
Yeah, hopefully even get one better. I don't know. Just hopefully get a British title. That's the meaning.
He's very, very confident, like fighter, but he don't like to come across and like brash and all this, but he knows how good he is, and he won't say it himself on the camera. But
we can, can't we?
Yeah, but and I can.
I'll say off the camera.
He knows how good he is, but it's getting the public's imagination, and they've got.
I feel like I've just got to like let my fighter talk, and I don't like just saying it. Because I feel like a lot of fighters say that,
yeah.
And they all, I'll do this, I'll do that, but none of them, all they ask is a flop. I'll say, let's spar, let's fight. None of them want to spar, and no fight. Arnie's asked everyone, and hardly anyone wants to spar. That's why I'm sparring middleweights, because barely anyone wants to spar.
That's right.
But like, everyone's saying, oh, we'll do this, we'll fight for a British, we'll win it, we'll beat this guy with this. But like, no, you wouldn't. And everyone's all talk. That's what I feel like. I've got to let the public just see me fight and just let them find out how good I am.
Yeah, well, like I say, I'm pretty sure you're one of those guys that's got to be a genuine champion, and as you said, and as Arnie thinks, quite quickly.
Very quickly, yeah. You've seen these very good amateurs who have got that something about them where you can let them off the leash early. When they've been boxing like the WSB and you know, and I seen one of his fights when he fought Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur was just, he should have been 12, I really loaded for day life, and he fell down twice, didn't he? Still yeah.
Did you fight Shakur in the Olympics, was it then?
9-year World Youth.
World Youth.
Final.
What happened there?
He beat me in the final, yeah. On points.
So, yeah.
But like, it was just...
Because he's a similar age to you, so
yeah, but
obviously...
Like, just grabbing all, like, it was just made it messy. I don't know, it's on YouTube, the fight's on YouTube, so you can watch on there.
I might put a link on there in the video. But listen, like I say, I've watched you many occasions. You were the kid that always put a smile on my face. I've just watched you on the pads there with Arnie, and quite fair to say, you're vicious. It's the simplest way to describe him.
I think Ali's got the best mindset. Let people, everyone can say, you can do this, you can do that, we'll fight this guy or that guy. Let the audience and let the public view myself, and that can be his talking, you know what I mean? Instead of brash talking, let him get there himself, and he won't have to talk when he beats them all.
Well, what's the date then in October? What is it?
End of October.
End of October. So end of October, hopefully you're going to have a captured audience. You're on BT, so it's, everyone's going to be watching that, because BT is, because we've got the European football, everyone has BT now. So hopefully you'll get to see you shine, and that's one step further, one step closer to those levels you want to get to.
Yeah, I feel I just got to take a fight at a time, because I've been out for a while as well, so just take every fight as it comes and just make sure I'm ready for every fight that I get. Just
watching the pads, you wouldn't have noticed. Because like I say, it's the first time, when you were out for, what was it, nearly 3 years,
yeah.
You fair to say you didn't touch boxing much, did you?
No, I stopped for about 5-6 months. I just packed in, just got a job, just started working, and just thought this is going to be life now. And then remember my coach, he opened the gym and he goes, just come down, popped down, have a little visit, and just went down, hit the bag, and just thought, just used to go down once or twice. And then I remember someone when to spar, you'll know him, Aki Fiers.
Yeah.
And just sparred him, and I did
I keep fighting on the 4th of October.
Yeah, and I did half decent with him, and just thought, fuck it, let's just see what I can do. Because obviously I've got quite heavy. I was fighting at flyweight, and then I think I was like 65, 66.
Well, I bumped into you at the Northwest Championships, because you turned up there, because I presume some of your old teammates from Bury ABC were fighting on there, and I couldn't believe the size of you.
Yeah,
you know, I don't mean you were just huge and you were in shape, but you must have been close to 70 kilos.
Yeah, I think it probably was. I don't know what it was, because I just wasn't weighing myself, because I wasn't fighting or nothing. So just eating, and then I remember I just got back into it. My coach up in the gym, and slowly kept taking over and started getting more sparring. I was doing alright, and now I'm here.
And look at you with a big smile on your face.
Yeah. Anyone would be smiling if Still the talent in the gym like him.
Yeah, I wouldn't dispute that fact, mate. Listen, I'm looking forward to the journey continuing. Like I say, sometime at the end of October, we'll see you both on the big stage, and I presume you'll go to 2-0. And I'd say 2021, the way you're talking, could be a very big year.
Yeah, hopefully. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
If there's no more coronavirus about.
Yeah, well that's it, fingers crossed, everything getting back to normality. Yeah. But it's been a pleasure being down here. Muhammed Ali, it's what a name as well. I presume you had to be a fighter, didn't you? I mean, it was a bit cruel on your dad calling you that, because realistically you had to live up to expectations, and obviously you do.
I don't know, I just like it's a common Muslim name. I don't see anything like that. Well, my dad did name me because he wanted me to be a boxer, but I don't see no pressure at all. I just like where I live, there's loads of guys called Muhammed Ali. Yeah. I just know him. It's just normal. I'm just one of them who did boxing. Yeah,
well, you took full advantage. They say, you know, if you're named after, like, if you were called Fred Butcher, the likeliness of you becoming a butcher is slightly more raised. so it actually worked, didn't it? You know, by naming you after the greatest boxer of all time.
I didn't have a choice, but I'd forced me that. I didn't have a choice. And you get in that butcher when you become a boxer.
He's always going to be fit as well because he's dad.
Yeah, but dad's always like, if you've seen some videos, like I post a lot, and my dad's always grafting me. But like, it's for the best, for my best. And
so hopefully that will pay off. It'll pay off in the next 18 months or so, and like you say, maybe you two are right, and he will be Britain's next superstar.
So he would.
Chaps, it's been a pleasure. Take care.
Cheers.
See you soon. Bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.